Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simplee Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a pick your card reading where we're going to look at the next 6 months and your focus in that area, what you could expect, what you may encounter, that sort of thing. I want you to go ahead and click the subscribe button and make sure you also click the bell next to it to make sure you get all my videos and are notified when I upload. Also, these cards are timeless. So whenever you watch, the messages will apply and will be for you. As always, these are cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and tune into the crystal or the card. That message is meant for you. As always, the timestamps are in the description area below for your convenience. And we'll start with cards 1. So if you pick cards 1, let's see where your focus will be in the next 6 months. You have play. So this card talks about you enjoying your time, enjoying a peaceful time surrounding you in your environment, in the atmosphere, to focus on the playful side of life. All work, play. No, it's going to be play first and then work later. This shows that you are in need of some fun. You are in need of possibly an escape or a vacation, or maybe even relaxation. Whatever makes you feel youthful and young and fun. So it's about making sure you don't work yourself to the bone, making sure you don't worry too much or stress about things that you can't change, or the way of the world or your circumstances. Make sure you look for fun in your life. Make sure you put yourself in a place where you could find that fun and have that time to play and not take life or things so seriously. I'm going to pick more cards just to get a little bit more clarity. For those that picked cards 1. You have 7 of Swords. Now, 7 of Swords is all about you being hesitant. It's about you taking a step back and looking at the road ahead of you and making sure this is something you want to do. This card warns against being too hesitant in your life or on your path. Don't allow the circumstances in your life to kind of take control over you. Don't feel like you have to slow down who you are or what you're doing or your progress because of what's going on around you. 7 of Swords talks about putting up a block or, in other words, being apprehensive. We want that fun to seep in. We want that play to come into your life at one point or another to make sure things aren't so rigid, to make sure things aren't so serious all the time. So you may have hesitancy about moving forward in one area or another, and this card is asking you to look at other paths that will allow you to open up and be playful or have that energy about you that you can move forward with confidence. I'm going to pick another card. This says Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. Now this shows a little bit of those paths that we were just talking about. There are several paths on your journey for you, and it's saying to make sure you enjoy that journey. You may feel like you're scattered. You may feel like you're going in different directions. You may feel hesitant or apprehensive about the path you're on. This is a reminder to enjoy yourself. Any path you go down, to try to find the joy in it, to try to look at the playful side of it, to try to not be so serious or be so rigid in your thinking. Because there is a feeling here that you feel like things have to be a certain way in order for you to relax or meld into the situation. And it doesn't have to be like that. There's other paths you could take. There's other things you could do. There's always fun and joy to be had on whatever path or journey you're on, to make sure you don't let that pass you by. And one more last bit of advice for you. We have simplify, lessen the many tasks. This shows that there may be so much stuff going on in your life during these next 6 months that you're going to have to lessen some of the responsibilities in order to focus on yourself and your fun and your happiness and enjoy some things. Don't let yourself be scattered. I believe I said that before. There may be scattered energies, there may be a lot of paths and different roads you could take, a lot of things you could do, that sort of thing. But this is telling you to make sure you simplify, to make sure you pull back when it's needed, to take that rest or to have that fun or to look at what makes you happy, and don't forget what makes you happy along your path. Okay, we're going to move on to the next card. All right, moving on to cards 2. If you pick cards 2, let's see where your focus will be in the next 6 months. We have patience. So this card is all about taking it slow, understanding that divine timing is at play, making sure you're looking at your path and where you're at on your path, and know that it's not about the pace, it's not about how fast you get to your goal. It's about slowing down, taking it in, and making sure you don't miss the important things in your life. What you've been wanting, the goals you've been trying to meet, all that will happen in due time. Let fate and the universe take its course, and have patience. I'm going to pull another card just to get a little bit more clarity for you, or additional information. We have Four of Wands. Four of Wands to me is a victory card. It also shows stability and foundation and the strong aspects of your foundation. So this is showing me that there is stability here for you, that things are going to be even and equal, that patience is definitely required, and this is part of where the stability lies. You will have the most security, the most balance, the most stability when you allow patience into your life, when you don't rush things, where you allow things to take its course naturally, where you go with the flow, that sort of thing, that you will find your stability, your happiness, and victory. I see a lot of victory here for you. I'm going to pick another card. We have Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. Now this is about making sure you have patience with your body, making sure you focus on what's important with you, physically, emotionally, mentally, and maybe even spiritually. Healing energy flows through you, and the flow is what gets my attention. As I said, go with the flow. Make sure you are patient with yourself, patient with your healing, with your body's way of healing, patient with people around you, patient with things that need mending or things that need forgiving, or relationships and moves in your career, making sure things are mending and coming together the way they're supposed to. Give it time. This healing energy can be related to your physical well-being, your mental well-being, anything to do with the body, which I feel is very strong here. And this is where patience is also asked of you to, let things happen as they may, to continue doing your work, continue doing what you need to do to make sure things are going in the way that they are supposed to go, to make sure you're healing and mending and repairing, but also allow patience, also allow balance, also allow, the structure and stability to build on a strong foundation in order for things to happen the way you intend. One more card for a little bit more information for you. We have Blossom, Become Something More. Now this shows me that as long as you allow that patience into your life, as long as you take things one step at a time, you will have growth at the end of your journey. You will become something more. You will advance. You will heal. You will blossom. You will grow. You will learn. You will, learn from what this journey is trying to teach you. So it's definitely a very good outcome when you allow patience and time to take its course for you. Okay, let's move on to cards 3. Moving on to cards 3. If you pick card 3, let's see where your focus will be in the next 6 months. You have Sacred Sexuality. Interesting. Now this is all about your mind, your body, your soul, and getting everything where it needs to be so you could feel balanced and happy and energized within your body. Sacred sexuality is all about understanding who you are, understanding your place in the world, what you have to offer, what you have to give, and what others around you have to offer and give to you. It's about symmetry in your body. It's about balance and stability within your body, within your sexuality and who you are as a person, with your intentions, with your mind, with what you give and what you produce and reproduce even. It's about making sure things are balanced and stable within who you are so you could go on and put out that fertile energy. So you could go on and put out that fertile energy in all areas of your life, be it with growth and birth of ideas and creativity in the workplace, with relationships, or even very literally with creating a family, a new family, that sort of thing. I'm going to pick another card just to get a little bit more clarity for you. A little bit more clarity or additional information. We have King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is all about relationships. It's all about emotions. It's all about love, you know? So this could be your focus in the next 6 months, about your relationships, about what you are putting out there in your relationships, about what's coming for you or what you're receiving with relationships in romantic sense or platonic, you know? It's about what's being offered to you and what you're offering to others. King of Cups could also represent a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, who may be influential, and this can be you, Sun, Moon, or Rising, to help validate that this information is for you. I'm going to pick another card. For those that pick cards 3, we have Mystic Healer. That's interesting. It says healing energy flows through you. And this is about your body. This is about making sure you are balanced and stable, as I said with the first card, within your body. Making sure you're healed, making sure you're healing your mind, body, soul, making sure everything is where it needs to be. Stable and balanced and secure and repaired and mended and strong. It's all about this healing energy within your sexuality, within your reproductive system, within your ability to grow and prosper and become more when it comes to your spirituality, advancing in that, when it comes to your physical body, advancing in that, and your health in that, when it comes to your mental health, and so on and so forth. It's about making sure you are in a place where you are, I want to say balance. I keep hearing symmetrical, but I believe it's trying to say balance, well balanced. I'm going to get another card for those who pick cards 3. We have Explore, test your boundaries. This is letting you know that there's more to offer when it comes to your sexuality, when it comes to who you are, when it comes to what you feel is your identity within yourself, body, mind, soul, sexuality. It's about those who are testing their limits, those who are exploring themselves, those who are getting in touch with their body, with their sexuality, with their identity, with who they are, and exploring that and being among like-minded people who will allow you to explore this, who will allow you to be open with yourself, with who you are, that sort of thing. I do feel a lot of LGBTQ vibes here with this reading. So if you identify this could be definitely for you, about exploring who you are and letting that out, testing your boundaries with your career, with your relationships, with your creativity, seeing how far you could go, seeing where you could explore, seeing where the boundaries lie in your life in those areas. So this is where your focus will be in the next 6 months for you. All right, let's move on to cards 4. Moving on to cards 4. If you pick cards 4, let's see where your focus will be in the next 6 months. You have Get Wild. Now this is all about being primitive, like going back to your primitive roots, going back to who you are, and kind of letting yourself open up and explore who you are on a deeper level. Getting wild suggests that you stop focusing so strictly on the rules or what you have to do or what others are telling you to do, that sort of thing. It's about your primal urges. It's about what you want in life and not allowing anything to stop you from getting that. It's about moving forward in your life towards your goals with no inhibition, Don't let boundaries stop you. Don't let your mentality stop you. Don't let your past or the things that you've experienced in your past hold you back. It's about letting go, pretty much. It's about getting out there and doing what you always wanted to do without fear, I'm going to pick another card just to get a little bit more clarity or additional information for those who pick cards 4. We have the Sun. Now the Sun shows that you are definitely going to be illuminated. Your path is going to be illuminated, shine brightly on, putting a light on it, a spotlight on your path and who you are and what you want, your goals, where you're going in life, what you want to get done, where you want to be, your destination, so on and so forth. There's a light being shined there to guide you and to let you know that you are on the right path. So no matter where your path lies, it's time for you to go forth in a manner that you've almost been afraid of doing before, like letting go of your inhibitions, letting go of what has been holding you back, or what fears or what people said or what you used to believe, letting go of those things that are holding you back and knowing that the universe is shining a light on this is what you are, this is who you are, this is what you could obtain. So go for it. Get wild. Don't be so strict in what you want to be. Don't be so strict in what you want to become or what you want to achieve. Go out there and do it. Nothing is impossible for you. I'm going to pick another card for those who pick cards 4. We have Cleansing Waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. This shows me that it's about time you let go of those things that have been holding you back. It's time to cleanse it away. It's time to go with the flow of life. It's time to allow things to purify you in a way that you felt you couldn't be before. It's about letting go of all the things that you let build up and starting on a clean slate. Wiping that slate clean and going forth as a renewed and energized being. Cleansing waters, letting go of the past, letting go of the things that held you back, letting go of those past mistakes or those thoughts and ideas that kind of hindered you. Get wild, in other words, like let this rain and water wash over you and clear that bad stuff away, clear those negative thoughts away, clear those fears and doubts away so you could get on your path and go after what you know you deserve. One more card for those who pick card 4. We have Love. Give yourself over freely. And that says it all. That sunlight is shining upon you so you could love yourself for who you are, so you could give yourself freely, so you could push on without any fear or any remorse or any hesitancy, to keep pushing forward towards your goal, and don't let anything stand in your way. As long as you have love empowering you, as long as you have love on your side, as long as you have love in your heart and in your intentions, then you're a free being. You're allowed to go forth in whatever way you feel. So the Get Wild card is the main focus about your inhibitions, about who you are, about your goals and what you want in life. These next 6 months, nothing's going to stop you. So give yourself over, be free, open yourself up, push yourself towards your goals and, that destination without any fear. Be out there. In other words, like, just let it go. Let all the things that are holding you back, wash it clean, clear it away, let it go, and move forward in the way you know you deserve. All right, we're going to move on to cards 5. Moving on to cards 5. If you pick cards 5, let's see where your focus will be in the next 6 months. You have Strength. Very, very good. So the Strength card is all about mustering up the strength, the courage, the independence of where you want to go, who you are, what you want to be, and pulling it all together for that ultimate power. Being empowered, showing your power, showing your knowledge, showing who you are, your skills, your talents, your abilities, and having strength that you are garnering from your experience, that you are pulling from the roots of who you are, where you've been, what you've become, and allow that strength to, push you forward in the destination you deserve, or the destination you feel is fit for you. Strength card is all about gathering up that strength to get to where you want to go, to hit that destination, to hit that finish line, to meet those goals. I'm going to pull another card just to get a little bit more clarity or additional information for those who pick cards 5. We have the 5 of Cups. Now this shows that you should not ever allow loss of any kind to hold you back. If you've been through something where you feel it's a loss, or you're grieving, or you're letting go of something and it's holding you back, or it's weighing on your heart, it's time to pull on that strength. It's time to build your heart up, to be strong, to push yourself through any barrier that is surrounding you, any kind of loss or regret or grief or pain or hurt. It's about holding on to your strength here. I see that with the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups usually represents a loss of some sort in your life, or a feeling of loss or despair, or being in a sort of dark place or depression. Your strength is there to guide you. Your strength is there to push you forward and get you through this dark place. I'm going to pull another card for you, for those who picked cards 5. We have Distant Thunder, clear the air. Now this shows that it's about you clearing the air of the thing that is holding you back, the thing that is bringing a lot of hurt and pain and heaviness and murkiness in your life and to your heart. Distant Thunder shows that there may be a tendency to see the future is still cloudy or murky or dark or gray. It's about gathering that strength. It's important at this time for you to hold on to that power you have that may be hidden within you somewhere, that may be hidden, but you could reach down and grab it and pull it out and allow it to push you forward through anything. These dark clouds aren't going to stop you. The loss you feel, the heaviness in your heart, the darkness surrounding you, don't let that stop you. For a lot of you, I feel like there is a tendency here to kind of go into the woe of the situation, of what's surrounding you, of what the environment is, of what the atmosphere is, especially now during all this political things that are going on in the world globally. It's about you clearing the air of all that, clearing out all of the negativity, all of the disenchantment, all of the fear, all of this disdain, all the heaviness on your heart, because I feel it. I feel it right now speaking about it. And these cards are pulling it into me, and I see and I feel and I understand what you may be feeling during this time. But I also see that you have the ability to clear that out, to not focus on the loss, to not focus on the regret, to not focus on the past or the fear or the doubt, and to move forward and to remember with the Five of Cups that there's two cups still full and standing, to look at the goodness in that, to look at what is still surrounding you with support and pushing you forward. One more card for those who pick cards 5. We have sense. Tune into your intuition. Now, your intuition is definitely there to guide you. Make sure you keep your mind positive. Make sure you look at what's surrounding you with symbols and synchronicities and signs. That this is where the universe and your guides and your angels and source is leading you. When you see those signs and when you see those synchronicities and when you see those, numbers and those repeated numbers, and this is the universe saying that you're on the right path, and this is giving you courage and guidance to get out of whatever dark moment you may be in at this time. So this next 6 months for you is for you to tune into your intuition and let it steer you in the right direction. Let it steer you back to your strength and your power and your confidence and your independence, and build your self-esteem and make that strong again as well. This is where you need to tune into during the next 6 months, to sense, to know that what's going on around you is leading you to something better and stronger and where you deserve. Okay, let's move on to the final card. Moving on to card 6. If you pick card 6, let's see where your focus will be in the next 6 months. We have speak truth. Now this is important. This card is all about your integrity, your honesty, and you being genuine and authentic in who you are and what you're presenting to others. Speak your truth. If you have something, a secret, if there's something you're holding on to, something that you've been meaning to say or meaning to get off of your chest, this is the time to do it. This is the time, these 6 months, to be who you are, to speak your truth, to not hide behind any fear or doubt or any negativity, to move forward in your most honesty, to move forward in the most authentic and genuine you could be, because this truth will set you free, in lack of a better term. I'm going to pick another card to get a little bit more clarity or additional information for those who picked card 6. Okay, I'm filling this card right here. The Hanged Man. This card says to make sure you look at the situation you're in from both perspectives, from each perspective, from every perspective, to not only go with your way of thinking or feeling or speaking or what your truth is, but to allow others to give their truth too, or express their honesty or express themselves as well. So not only speak, but listen. Not only give, but receive, This card also talks about patience, to be patient with someone or something who is who you're seeking an apology from, or who you're seeking the truth from, or who you're maybe even going back and forth with, forgiving or not forgiving. To be patient with that, because the Hanged Man is all about a feeling of being condemned or feeling condemned for the things you're doing or the truth you're speaking or the things you say. Patience is going to be required here. It's about making sure you allow time to be on your side when it comes to this. The Hanged Man also makes me feel that there may be a fear here of being prosecuted for your truth or being hung out to dry because of where you come from or what you're saying or what you feel is who you are or your integrity. Keep it. Definitely keep your integrity here. But also know that patience is on your side, and also know that only the truth and what is on your chest and letting that out will set you free, will give you this opportunity to go down the path that is right for you. I'm going to pick another card just to get a little bit more clarity. For those who picked card 6. Alright, we have surrendering to the journey, release control. Now this card makes me feel like it's about time you release something off of your chest. To not try to control a situation by holding on to it or by hiding it or by burying it. It's about time that you come together with the other party or the organization, the community, your support system, socially, whoever's surrounding you who needs to hear the truth from you. Surrendering to the journey says you're on the right path. You're making moves on this path that will help you release, that will help you get this off your chest, that will help you feel better once it's all said and done. So release is where I am feeling what's important during this time for you. Releasing something, letting it go, getting it off your shoulders. You know, it could feel like a weight of the world is on your back. It's time to release that. It's time to let it go. And like the hangman said, it's time for you to kind of see it from a different perspective and not allow fear to make you hold on to it. One last card just to get a little bit more clarity or additional information or guidance for those who picked cards 6. We have let go. Know when to extract your energy. Now, like I said, it's about letting go, letting something off your chest, letting something out, not holding on to it anymore, speaking your truth, being who you are, being authentic, being genuine, letting others see who you are and what it is, like almost letting yourself air out, you know, like opening yourself up, being vulnerable in one way or another, just speaking your truth. I feel like you need to know when to let go of the thing that is holding you back from being authentic. Be yourself, be who you are, be what you meant to be when you were put on this earth. And don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. Don't be afraid to open up your heart and let others see where you're coming from or what you have in there or what you have to give, you know? So there's a lot here about maybe being afraid, holding on to something, you know, covering something up or protecting something, you know? But these cards are asking you to make sure that these next 6 months for you, you are working on building who you are and showing other people who you are. Speaking your truth, letting something out, making sure you are honest with yourself, making sure you are honest with others, making sure you don't have to resort to hiding or holding on or covering up or protecting something that could otherwise become a pain or a burden or hurt you in the long run. So I want to thank you. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Thank you so much for all your likes, all your comments, for subscribing, for supporting. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope this reading was very helpful for you. Make sure you click that bell to be notified. Make sure you continue being you. And I'll have more videos like this for you soon. And I will see you soon.